we also traveled some of the streets that were real familiar to me. And one thing in particular that I really, really enjoyed was the fact that my old middle school, Charles Joseph Colton, shouts out to all the Charles J. Colton Commons out there, they actually reopening the school. Look brand new, look fresh. It really did my heart glad to see that, because anybody that knows people that's in the Ninth Ward area, that grew up in the Ninth Ward area, there's really not a lot to see if you have a child that's probably young, growing up. I always felt bad. I said, when I have kids, I'm never going to be able to bring them to a spot where, well, this was daddy's house, or this was your great grandparents' house, or this was your grandmother's house. This is the house she grew up in. This was the elementary school I went to. This was the high school, because none of that stuff is there anymore. It doesn't look the same, and it kind of discouraged me. One thing that really did really hurt me, I can really just truly say, was the fact when I seen my elementary school, boarded up. I mean, that brought back a whole lot of memories. I mean, you can go to high school, you go to middle school, but elementary school is a place where you stay the longest. I mean, you go from pre-kindergarten to 5th grade in most cases. And, you develop a relationship with the teachers. You know where everything is. You know where every nook and cranny is. And probably every place in that vicinity, you'll probably have some kind of memory. So that really did hurt me. Also, I can just truly say, where my grandparents' house was. I mean, both of their houses were actually torn down. It was just a vacant lot. And honestly, that really was a very sad moment to me. But I say this, a lot of the memories that I have, I can really just truly say that, they hold near and dear to me, and I hold them in my heart. And some of the best times, I can just say that my grandparents had a vacant lot on the side of the house, and me playing football with my uncles, and us wrestling, playing wrestling in the yard, and playing basketball on a concrete blacktop that my uncles constructed themselves. I mean, those were some fun times, and those are times that can never be taken away. They can never be erased, and they always will be in my heart. So shouts out to everybody that lives in the city of New Orleans, that have been in the city of New Orleans. Anybody that has affected my life, shouts out to them. But on a lighter note, I got some things from New Orleans that you just can't get anywhere else, and I'm going to name them off. Number 1, a hot sausage po' boy. Now, for those that don't know what a hot sausage po' boy is, it's basically a long piece of French bread, almost similar to what you'll get at Subway, but not that type of bread. It's actually some real French bread. You can make a different type of sandwich out of it. You can make a cold cut sandwich, basically like chopped ham or lunch meat, or you can do it like I do it. Get a hot sausage po' boy on French dress. Now, if you're ever in New Orleans, I'm telling you, please do it. Hot sausage po' boy on French dress. Gotta make sure it's dressed to impress. You know what I'm saying? The mayonnaise, the lettuce, tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? And I know how some people put the light mayo on it. No, don't do it. Get as much mayo as you possibly can. Shouts out to all our non-mayo lovers, but y'all don't know what y'all missing. So, number 2, you want to get yourself a Big Shot pineapple soda. Big Shot pineapple soda. All right. Now they have different types of Big Shot sodas. That's fine. I'm cool with it. I ain't got no problem with that. That's fine. But the best drink, the best soda is Big Shot pineapple. And last but not least, you want to get yourself some Cheewees. All right. This is the New Orleans version of Cheetos, but they're called Cheewees. Okay. My favorite is the green onion. Barbecue, alright. Regular flavor, if nothing else is in the stove. But you want to get yourself some Cheewees. I know my brother like Hugh Big Pie. Shouts out to the Hugh Big Pie plant that got burned down to the ground a couple years ago. But I'm not a real big Hugh Big Pie eater. I really didn't care that much for Hugh Big Pie. Man, if you're listening, I know you shocked, but I'm not a real big fan of it. So that was my trip basically. I enjoy spending time with my mom. I've been back in Mississippi probably like a week now, and it's fun to be around your family, and also just creating new memories that you can hold near and dear to you. So shouts out to the city of New Orleans. Shouts out to, just hot sausage sandwiches, big shot sodas, pineapple, of course, and most importantly, you gotta have your chiwis. TJ's Improv 2. Hey, check this out. We're gonna talk about love. But first I'm gonna hit you with another one. We are global biatch.
Ooh, I'm about to dive in. I was thinking about taking a couple laps. I just wanna dive in. Yeah. Dive in. Yeah. Splash. Baby girl, that true waterfall. Feel it coming down on me so crazy. Yeah. Girl, I love the way your body talk. Come a little closer just like that. Keep on talking, girl, you got me wanting to go deeper than you'll ever know. Wanting to feel the way you flow. Oh, you got that look up in your eyes. What we about to do ain't no surprise. I'm about to dive in. Baby girl, hold your breath. We about to get so wet. Swimming in your body, let me dive in. You know ain't no running round this pool. Going under just for you, baby. You watch me stroke, left stroke, right stroke, back stroke. Girl, there ain't no running round this pool. Ooh, I'm about to dive in. Baby girl, hold your breath. We're about to get so wet. Put me to the test, girl, when I dive. Whoa. Drift, baby, we don't need no towel. I'ma be the one who rub your body now. Won't drown, ain't even coming up for air now. I'll just keep my head down, down, down. Swim for days, I can doggy paddle all kind of ways. Girl, you got me wanting to go deeper than you'll ever know. Wanting to feel the way you flow. Oh, you got that look up in your eyes. What we about to do ain't no surprise. I'm about to dive in. Baby girl, hold your breath. We about to get so wet. Swimming in your body, let me dive in. You know ain't no running round this pool. Going under just for you, baby. You watch me stroke, left stroke, right stroke, back stroke. Girl, there ain't no running round this pool. Ooh, I'm about to dive in. Baby girl, hold your breath. We're about to get so wet. Put me to the test, girl, when I dive. Dive. Submerged inside your world. So deep inside you, girl. Beautiful place to be. So soaking wet, and girl, it's made for me. I'm about to dive in. Baby girl, hold your breath. We're about to get so wet. Swimming in your body, let me dive in. You know ain't no running round this pool. Going under just for you, baby. Watch me stroke, left stroke, right stroke, back stroke. Read the signs, there ain't no running. Dive in. Baby girl, hold your breath. We about to get so wet. Put me to the test, girl, when I die. Ooh, girl, when I die. Die.
That man say he going swimming. He going Michael Phelps up in that. I'm sorry. That was your boy Trey Soul with Dive in It. TJ's Improv 2, man. Y'all already know, man. I'm kind of crazy, but it's all good, though. Fresh to death, fresh off that trip to the NO. You hear me? Hey man, but seriously, man, I want to talk to y'all real quick. And you know, I'm in a call with my mom, and a lot of conversation is being had. And one thing came up was a 4-letter word. And also I had the same conversation tonight with my grandpa, and we were talking about the word love. And basically what he said is that that 4-letter word is probably the most powerful word in the whole entire world. Now, he said there's some very big words that they have out there, but this word in particular is probably have the most significant meaning and probably one of the strongest. And it's only 4 letters. So, first I want to talk about people loving themselves. And I want to speak to people, for a few minutes. I mean, everybody know me, and if you listen to my show, I keep it real. I keep it 100. That's just what I do. And I'm gonna let y'all in on a little something. I was one of those people who really didn't love themselves. And so I'm comfortable with saying that now because I had a change of heart, no pun intended. But I'm starting to love myself. And one of the reasons why I felt like I didn't love myself is because I always felt like I was always lucky to have somebody. Like I was in a relationship and I was just always just happy because this person has me, and I would try to go out my way to try to make that person happy. And I realized that, man, at the end of the day, I love this person more than I love myself. And we can't do that as human beings. If you're a person out there and you feel like you're just giving your all to a person and it seems like they're not being receptive of it, I want to let you know that right now, that's not healthy. Because first, in order for you to love anybody, you got to love yourself. You got to know yourself. And I know that a lot of people, we feel like we want to be people pleasers, and that's fine. But you cannot just try to please everybody and forget about you. And I said at the top of the first segment to do something for yourself. Man, show yourself some love, man. I mean, do something for yourself to make yourself feel good. Number 1, loving yourself. Number 2, I want to talk about people about the word in this particular context. People who are looking for love. Now, I know a lot of people, they go out here and they try to date different people. And me and my mom were talking about this. Said, people don't date anymore. What they do is they go out with a person one time, and that person may be pretty cool, so they tend to lock up on that person. You know what I'm saying? You get yourself and you try to fall in love with that one particular person. But in this particular situation, you can't do that. I mean, you just can't do that. Sometimes, you got to test the waters. You got to see what's out there before you make a decision. How can you say that you love somebody and you don't give yourself no options? You force yourself to love somebody. So that's one thing that you need to do too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going out here and meeting different people and, giving yourself some options. Maybe this person may give you something that you want, but maybe you need to see where that person's head is at. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to ask the tough questions. In relationships, we don't ask those tough questions. We don't ask a person where they're going to be in 5-10 years. We don't. We don't ask a person, have you just had a steady job? Honestly, in this world today, we live in a society where people just don't want to do the right thing. They rather cling on to somebody that already has something, and they have no goals for themselves. And you have to watch out for those type of people. You got to watch out for those type of people because you got to understand that their heart may not just be right. And while you're loving that person, don't necessarily mean that that person is going to be showing you love. So, also, man, I just want to talk a little bit about the word love in this particular context. When somebody's saying that they love you, don't say those words if you don't mean it. If you don't really truly love somebody, don't say those words. I feel like the word love is always getting tossed around, so freely to a point where you emotionally, bruise a person if you're just saying that and you don't mean it. Because